Hello, hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we're diving back into the world of Miss Regine Velasquez, this time being joined by Janno Gibbs. I'm not familiar with Janno, but they are singing If I Never Knew You from the Pocahontas soundtrack. And I just kind of stumbled across this. A few days ago, I was chatting with my friend Ashley, and he and I were talking about what songs we're going to sing, what songs we're going to record when we hang out next, blah, 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 blah. And he asked me what did I want to record with him. And I was like, If I Never Knew You. I've been trying to get him to sing this with me for years. And he keeps just like, no, I'm not singing it because I want him to sing Shanice's part because obviously I don't have the whistle up there. And he's got gorgeous just upper extension to his voice. I don't know if he has the whistle, but you know, whatever. He can figure it out. That's his problem, not mine. I'll be John Cicada. And he's like, no, I'm not singing it. So I went on YouTube just to see if I could find a karaoke track of it, and just so I could practice to myself, make sure that I can still sing it because it's been years since I've sung it. But then when I was looking for a karaoke track, I came across this in the searches. So I was like, oh, I didn't know I needed to hear Regine sing this, but I kind of do. And yeah, so I added it to my playlist, and now we're here. So we're going to dive in and just see how they did with this. From the thumbnail, it looks like it's a much older performance. So we're going to look at a young Regine and Janno singing this song and just hopefully slaying the house down. I'm sure they will. Yes, a very old performance. Looks like we're recorded this on a VHS or something. Just gorgeous though. Hello. Be still my heart. Beautiful. It's a lovely vibrato. That rage. Eyebrows snatched. Ooh, I like her tone on that right. Ooh, the resonance on that belt though, mama! So beautiful. Yes! Oh, that was everything. It was everything. I wish the video quality was a little better, but I understand it was an older performance and YouTube wasn't around and they weren't planning on making stuff for the YouTube quality and all that kind of stuff. But oh, it was so good. And it feels like such a perfect illustration as to why Ashley and I can sing the song. So now I'm going to go send him this and be like, hey, Regine didn't hit the whistle either. She just belted her face off to high heavens with all the resonance in the world, and it sounded gorgeous. So, girl, you can do that too. Because I don't know if Regine has whistles or not. I've reacted to her a lot on this channel, but I can't recall a time that she's jumped up there. So I like the adjustment that she made, because if she doesn't have whistles, then that's a beautiful adjustment she made. She's like, instead of going there, I'm just gonna wail. I'm a wail, and it's just gonna sound beautiful. If she does have whistles and she just opted not to do it for whatever reason, it was still a fantastic choice. Love this choice. And she looked stunning. The smoky eye on her is gorgeous. And I know you guys let me know when I was first reacting to her way back when that she tended to do her own makeup a lot of the time, and still does to this day. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. But when it comes to Janno, I'm very, very pleased. He's a very handsome man. Even through the sunglasses, I can still see. Very handsome man. And beautiful voice. Very beautiful tone. Love his vibrato. There's just something about his tonal quality that gives, very similar to John Cicada, where it gives me this sort of like old school Latin crooner kind of essence. That's the only way I can really describe it. It's just this quality that they have to their voice and their style of singing that's just so smooth and fluid, and just it feels easy. Even if they are like belting their faces off or they're doing all these riffs and runs and whatnot, everything just sounds and feels easy and effortless. Like they're just like, it's just breathing, it's just falling out of them. He just has that quality about him, and it's very, very, very appealing. Love listening to that sound. The two of them worked very well together. They didn't change too much about the song, the melody line or anything like that, aside from like when she opted not to whistle and opted to just belt her face off. And again, that belt was gorgeously placed, so resonant. There's so many points in this where just the way she was placing things in her voice, placing certain belts and whatnot, it just, oh, beautiful, beautiful. Or she would open up into this just this nice wide rounded sound, and just, oh, gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Yeah, the song, it's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite Disney songs in general, but just one of my favorite duets, one of my favorite ballads. It's such an underrated song. I feel like no one really knows about the song, unless you were someone who hung around in the after the movie was over and just listened to the ending credits. Because I remember, I don't know, whenever it came out of the vault last time, the Disney vault, Pocahontas, whatever special release they did, oh, bonus this, then this, that, and the other. But in one of the re-releases out of the vault, they included bonus scene or bonus song from the movie that wasn't in the original theatrical cut, with John Smith and Pocahontas, after John Smith had been captured, and they're like, okay, tomorrow he's gonna die, we're gonna kill him, this, that, the other. And it was Pocahontas and John Smith singing If I Never Knew You in the tent. And I remember my friend Zach like just raving about this song and how it was so beautiful, and he didn't see why it was cut from the movie, this, that, the other. And I'm like, girl, I've known about this song since I was a child. I've known about this song. I didn't know about this particular scene, but I've known the song. And once you hear the song, like, you hear that they tease you with it all throughout the movie. Like, the instrumental to the song is played so much throughout the background of that movie, and then they just never give you the scene because they cut it out for the theatrical release for whatever reasons. I'm glad that they put it back in for the re-releases, but like, unless you saw a re-release with the bonus scene, or you stuck around for the end credits and listened to the version with John Cicada and Shanice, like, most people just don't know this song. And it is such a crime because it is beautiful. It's one of Disney's best ballads. It is absolutely gorgeous, stunning. So I'm glad to see that it at least reached the radar of the amazing Regine Velasquez, and she put her spin on it. I'm glad that this exists, and it's just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Yes, I can't wait to send this to Ashley now and say, hey girl, we can still do it. You may not be able to hit these whistles, but you can do this. You can belt like this. Just wail, you'll be fine. So I'm excited. This brought joy to my heart. All right, but yes, I thoroughly enjoyed this. I know nobody asked for this, but you got it. I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications to be notified when all of my shenanigans get posted. If you'd like to see more of my Regine reactions, you can check out my Regine Velasquez reaction playlist. The link will be down in the description. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments. I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. Don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. Mwah.
Together, there's nothing we can do. Soaring through the clouds.